Following Queen Elizabeth II's death, King Charles III, Prince Harry, and other members of the royal family paid homage to her. On Thursday, September 8th, Buckingham Palace acknowledged the Queen's death, saying she died peacefully at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. So in today's video, we will talk about how the royal family reacted to the Queen's death. Because of mobility concerns, Elizabeth elected to remain in Scotland to officially appoint Britain's new Prime Minister, Liz Truss, rather than returning to Windsor Castle. Buckingham Palace stated days after the event that Her Majesty's medical staff had placed her under supervision due to her poor health. On September 8th, Prince William, Prince Charles, Duchess Camilla, and Prince Harry all headed to Balmoral, Scotland, to be with the Queen. Prince Philip, who died in April 2021, was put to rest at the age of 99. A source said that the Queen, who met Philip when she was 13 years old in 1939, was heartbroken by the loss of her husband, whom she married in 1947. Elizabeth has found it cathartic to soak up all the well wishes and tributes to the man she loved unconditionally for countless decades, an insider said. Seeing how many lives he touched has been nothing short of extraordinary. Elizabeth, the longest reigning monarch in British history, mourned her husband's death for 8 days, according to tradition, before returning to work for a brief while on April 13, 2021, to hold a retirement ceremony for her former Lord Chamberlain, Earl Peel. She did not appear in public again until the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral on April 17th. The Queen has been amazing, daughter-in-law Sophie, Countess of Wessex, told The Sun following Philip's death. Sophie, 57, also noted that the monarch is thinking of others before herself. Elizabeth, who was anointed queen in 1953, 1 year after her father, King George VI, died unexpectedly, served until the end. Her later years were marred by royal family conflict when her grandson Harry and Meghan resigned from senior royal positions in March 2020 and relocated to California. During a CBS interview in March 2021, the pair went out against the firm, causing an even wider schism within the family, particularly between Harry and his father and brother. Throughout it all, the Queen remained close to Harry, whom she had a soft spot for, according to a source, and the rest of her family. Elizabeth's 4 children, Prince Charles, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward, as well as her 8 grandkids and 12 great-grandchildren, survive her. So here are the reactions of the royal family to the Queen's death. Prince Andrew: Dear Mummy, Mother, Your Majesty, 3 in 1. Your Majesty, it has been an honor and privilege to serve you. The Duke of York said in a September 18th statement, Mother of the nation, your devotion and personal service to our nation is unique and singular. Your people show their love and respect in so many different ways, and I know you are looking at honoring their respect. He added, Mummy, your love for a son, your compassion, your care, your confidence I will treasure forever. I have found your knowledge and wisdom infinite, with no boundary or containment. I will miss your insights, advice, and humor. As our book of experiences closes, another opens, and I will forever hold you close to my heart with my deepest love and gratitude, and I will tread gladly into the next with you as my guide. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, the daughters of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, spoke out on September 17th, just hours before they held vigil with the Queen's other grandchildren outside Westminster Hall alongside the Queen's coffin. Eugenie posted a lengthy note to their beloved granny on Instagram, along with a photo of them as children with their grandmother. For now, dear Granny, all we want to say is thank you, they wrote. Thank you for making us laugh, for including us, for picking heather and raspberries, for marching soldiers, for our teas, our comfort, for joy. You, being you, will never know the impact you have had on our family and so many people around the world. Prince Edward: As a family, we have grown up learning to share our parents, especially our beloved mama, with the nation, her realms, and the Commonwealth. The Queen and Philip's youngest son wrote in his September 16th Instagram statement. While it has been lovely to have spent time saying our own farewell privately at Balmoral, it is now time to allow others to be able to say their farewell. The Earl of Wessex added, The Queen's passing has left an unimaginable void in our lives. Sophie and I have taken huge pleasure in seeing our children, James and Louise, enjoying the places and activities that their grandparents loved so much. Given that my mama let us spend so much time with her, I think she also rather enjoyed watching those passions blossom. Those times together, those happy memories, have now become massively precious to each and every one of us. Princess Anne. I was fortunate to share the last 24 hours of my dearest mother's life. It has been an honor and a privilege to accompany her on her final journeys. Witnessing the love and respect shown by so many of these journeys has been both humbling and uplifting. Princess Royal wrote in a touching statement shared via the royal family's Instagram on September 13th. "We will all share unique memories. I offer my thanks to each and everyone who shares our sense of loss." She continued, "We may have been reminded how much of her presence and contribution to our national identity we took for granted. I am so grateful for the support and understanding offered to my dear brother Charles as he accepts the added responsibilities of the monarch. To my mother, the Queen, thank you." King Charles, the Prince of Wales, who was ascended to the throne following his mother's death, was the first member of the family to express their grief. "The death of my beloved mother, Her Majesty the Queen, is a moment of great sadness for me and all members of my family," His Majesty wrote in a statement. "We mourn profoundly the passing of a cherished sovereign and much-loved mother. I know her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms, and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world. During this period of mourning and change, my family and I will be comforted and sustained by our knowledge of respect and deep affection in which the Queen was so widely held." Prince William. On Thursday, the world lost an extraordinary leader whose commitment to the country, the realms, and the Commonwealth was absolute. The Duke of Cambridge shared about his granny via his and Duchess Kate's joint Instagram account on Saturday, September 10th. So much will be said in the days ahead about the meaning of her historic reign. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex paid tribute to Elizabeth's legacy through their official Arkwell organization shortly after her death was confirmed, in loving memory of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. A statement on the website read along with the years of her life. "Windsor Castle is a lonely place up there now without her," the Duke of Sussex later mused during his Saturday walkabout with William, Meghan, and Kate. "Every room she was in, you felt her presence throughout." Harry praised his late grandmother's unwavering elegance and dignity throughout her decades of service in a longer statement. Sarah Ferguson. "I am heartbroken by the passing of Her Majesty the Queen," Ferguson tweeted. "She leaves behind an extraordinary legacy, the most fantastic example of duty and service and steadfastness, and a constant steadying presence as our head of state for more than 60 years. She continued, "I will always be grateful for her for the generosity she showed me in remaining close to me even after my divorce," she shared. "I will miss her more than words can express." Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, who is set to marry Andrew and Ferguson's daughter, Princess Beatrice, in July 2020, was equally saddened by the late regent's passing. "Incredibly hard to process the last 24 hours. What an incredible woman and an extraordinary mark she's left on the entire world. She was the rock on which modern Britain was built," he wrote via Instagram. "Feeling very lucky that our little ones got to spend a wonderful time with her this summer. Rest in peace, Your Majesty. We will miss you so much. Brokenhearted." What are your thoughts on today's video? Leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. That will be all for today's video, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and hit the notification bell so you get an update whenever we upload any video in the future. Bye!